The world is bracing for a new trade setup at 1:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, which is April 3rd in India. The US President will unveil the new tariff or reciprocal tariff plan at the first Rose Garden press conference of his second term. Calling it the Liberation Day, he says that it is a big step towards his Make America Great Again policy. The White House confirmed that the full cabinet will be present for the event, but specifics of the plan are still uncertain. They say that the tariffs will be implemented immediately after they are announced, while the auto tariffs will begin from April 3rd. As per an earlier report, White House is considering a plan to impose average tariff of about 20% on products from nearly every country rather than targeting specific nations or industries, but this is just a speculation. No official information on these tariffs implementation is out, if it's going to be country-based or sector-based. Nothing has been said. All we know is that the tariffs could wipe out economic activity worth $1.4 trillion across the world and raise prices and damage GDP in the US substantially. Fear and fatigue is already seen. Stock markets are volatile. Consumer sentiment is at a 4-year low in the US, and the economists are warning of a realistic risk of recession. But the Trump administration says that it would reduce the trade deficit with the quote-unquote dirty 50 countries and will boost federal revenue. While the administration have not revealed the names of these countries, they said that the government is looking at 10 to 15 countries that account for America's entire $1 trillion trade deficit. As per the Commerce Department, in 2024, US had highest deficit with China, followed by EU, Mexico, Vietnam, Ireland, Germany, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, Canada, India, Thailand, Italy, Switzerland, Malaysia, Indonesia, France, Austria, and Sweden. The world has not taken tariffs well either. China was seen getting cozy with other Asian countries like South Korea and Japan. They have agreed to strengthen free trade between themselves in response to the US tariffs. Like while Japan and South Korea will import semiconductor raw materials from China, China will procure chip products from Japan and South Korea. India and EU are also looking at strengthening trade ties, and India-UK FTA trade talks have also reopened this year. India and China trade relations are also smoothening with tariff threats, as China has proposed to buy more Indian products to balance trade. But Canada and EU have taken it one step further by boycotting US products. Denmark recently joined the protest to boycott US products, meaning no Coca-Cola, Pringles, American chocolates, McDonald's, or even American alcohol. These protests have also taken on social media. Unfortunately, an alternative to Facebook reach has not come out yet, so they use the platform to show their protest against US products as per many protesters. Now, to differentiate the products, there are stars made on all products that are made in Europe or owned by European companies, and apps to identify which product is made in America and which product is made in Europe. Apart from this, some countries even held talks with US, like India-US met in Delhi to discuss trade. As per reports, India has a plan A, B, and C for reciprocal tariff imposition. India also agreed to the terms of reference for the bilateral trade agreement with the US, and Trump says India is going to be dropping its tariffs substantially, but no reports have come out still from the Indian government yet. Vietnam signed a $4 billion energy and minerals deal with US firms, hoping to balance trade relations. South Korea also negotiated with the US for some relief. Taiwan has considered upping energy imports and lowering its own tariffs to keep things balanced. But who is the worst hit? Well, while tariffs could impact other economies significantly, the US economy will not be untouched by the tariff war. If other countries retaliate to the tariffs, the US economy could experience substantial decline as exports could fall by 66.2%, imports could fall by 46.2%, welfare could fall by 2.5%, and prices could increase by 5.5%, as per a report by Aston Business School. It says that tariff war could reduce US economy by 1.3%. Among other economies, the report says Canada would lose 32.6% exports and 2.7% of overall GDP. Mexico is expected to lose 35% in exports and overall GDP of 3.7%. Germany to lose 0.3% in GDP, and UK could lose 6.9% in exports and 0.28% in GDP. As per another report, India is expected to lose 0.1% in GDP. Now, the impact is going to be huge. But which sectors would be impacted with this tariff in India? Watch the video in the description to know more, and ET Now for more such news and views.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.